We want to keep everybody connected to the ideas that first got us hooked to Donald Trump's message. And I am not going to stop believing in Donald Trump because of a few slips here and there. And I'm not talking about Charleston or anything like that. Charlottesville, rather, or some blunders, because every president has them. I'm talking about why in the world he got elected. He's got the pulse. He's got the pulse of the American public. He knows what time it is. And he can read people like none other. And I love him when he's out on the campaign stump. I love Donald Trump when he's on the camp. He connects with his audience. He's not too proud. And people love him. You should go out to a rally if you've never gone out to a rally and see how people actually are affected by it. But it's very emotional. They called Diana of Wales the people's princess. Donald Trump has all the makings. I believe if he continues on with this ambitious agenda and gets these things done, he'll be called the people's president. The people's president. I think it would be a good idea because I believe he's one of the very few that I know in my time that really has risked everything. His entire business empire of the Trump brand and everything to stand to lose so much, and also his family, the sacrifices they have made. They didn't have to do any of this. They could have been easy street USA, baby. Been on that yacht, flied that plane around, could have been on vacation, could have done a lot of things. A lot of things. It's not easy to be president. It's not an easy job, not an easy gig at all. No, it's good to be king. But he's not a king. He's an elected president, folks, and they have terms. But this is a president that loves America. Saul Alinsky is not his advisor. He is not reading the foreword of Saul Alinsky's Rules for Radicals dedicated to Satan. No, that's not him. He has Franklin Graham pray for him. You think Barack Obama had Franklin Graham over at the White House, laying hands on him, praying for him? He did away with a National Day of Prayer. Didn't even recognize it. This is the kind of guy that he was versus Donald Trump has been embraced by evangelicals. Call him friend and pray for him frequently. Yeah, Donald Trump could be a little brash. But who do you want in court? The nice guy? How you doing? Okay. Make you feel good about yourself. You want somebody that's going to be forceful, passionate, and truthful honesty. A lot of people don't like it. And the left hates it. Hates it. They don't like it. Folks, the truth hurts. But I'd rather hear the truth than a lie. Reality can be painful, folks. But this is the world that we live in. And personally, I like to live in the world of reality. I like to be entertained, don't get me wrong. By the way, if you're trying to go to Mexico, planning a vacation, you might want to think twice about it. The State Department has issued travel warnings for Mexico. As a matter of fact, as of yesterday, for Americans traveling to certain parts of Mexico, and the advisory cautioned citizens to avoid traveling to certain locations due to increased criminal activity. Areas such as Baja California, sir, where the popular tourist destination Cabo San Lucas, Quintana, I believe it's Rue, where Cancun and Riviera Maya are located, have seen a spike in homicide rates this year. So U.S. citizens have been the victims of violent crimes, including homicide, kidnapping, carjacking, and robbery in various Mexican states. Travel advisories are in effect as we speak. The advisory notes that the resort areas and tourist destinations in the country don't typically have the same level of drug-related violence and crime seen in other parts of the country. So the notice adds that gun battles between rival criminal organizations or with Mexican authorities have taken place on streets and in public places during broad daylight. But there's no evidence to show criminal groups in Mexico have targeted Americans based on their nationality. But still, the State Department is issuing the travel warnings for Mexico, for American citizens, to be careful. So you can always go on the State Department's website, Homeland Security, and you can see that stuff for yourself. Just be careful when traveling in general anywhere. But in Mexico, there's some hot areas there, and you just don't want to be in the wrong place at the wrong time, especially when you know there's an uptick in violence and there's a lot of criminal activity in Mexico. Appreciate you joining us, folks, on the broadcast today. It is my pleasure always to come to you Monday through Friday here on this radio station or the podcast version of the radio show exclusively on our website at forthepeopleshow.com. forthepeopleshow.com. Don't put in For the People, because if you just put forthepeople.com, you're going to get some lawyers group. So you got to add show at the end. For the People Show. You got that? SHOW all together. And then you can get to the website. And we're asking you today to please become a supporter. If you like our show, you like our speed, all that good stuff, it resonates with you, would you become a member today and keep us on the air right here? You can give as little as $1 or as much as $100 a month. You pick the denominator as a little arrow on monthly subscription, and you're in control, and you can cancel at any time. But that will keep us going, and really, really appreciate those that have made a sacrifice to keep us on the air. It really just it touches me to know that there are like-minded individuals out there, and you are not alone. Like us on Facebook and Twitter as well. You can keep up with what's going on at For the People at any time as well. Connected at all social media and on Spreaker as well. Thank the local radio station. Do business with the sponsors. Without them, there could be no For the People. And without you, certainly as listeners reported, we could not be here each day to do what we do. We appreciate you. Every single one of you. And by the way, the iPad, we're going to be presenting that in the next week or two, and we'll be putting that on Facebook. Chuck's feeling a little bit better. He was a little under the weather, but hanging in there. Keith Allen, For the People, saying all the best. May God bless.